Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. There's a what? Okay. That's fine. All right. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
You are looking live here at Pioneer Arena, and we are back with volleyball. After Tusculum taking down Catawba yesterday 3-0, they turn around today and host Queens for what looks to be a great conference matchup. Both teams seeking a win today. Tusculum currently sits atop the South Atlantic Conference at first place with a record of 8-1 in the conference. Queens, after picking up a much-needed road win yesterday at Virginia Wise, sits at 4-2 in the conference, and they are chasing to be in the top 4 with the rest of the league. And I am Justin Chartrand. I will be bringing this broadcast to you folks, and we look to hopefully have a dandy here. And while we wait for teams to finish warming up and get things started, let's take a look at the starting lineups today. First, for the visiting Royals from Charlotte, North Carolina of Queens University, they'll look to go to the starting out as number 4, Brooke Farley. She is will probably be most likely your setter today. She's currently 4th in the conference in assists. She'll be at the setting position for the Royals. They'll be followed by outside and a freshman at that, and from Jamestown, North Carolina, Jordan Johnson. You'll go from there into number 14, Lindsey Elmore, a senior from Salisbury, North Carolina. She'll be holding down things in the middle of the floor. You'll also have number 15, Aaliyah Johnson, the right side freshman from Winterville, North Carolina. 17, Grace Giunta, the outside hitter from Palm City, Florida, just a sophomore. And Kayla Mcduffie, number 19, will be another freshman you'll see from this Queens roster from Winterville, North Carolina, holding down things in the middle. And then you have your, looks like getting the start as your libero today will be Lauren Johnson, who is 4th in the conference in digs in the South Atlantic Conference. And McDuffie, the middle, number 19, she's currently 5th in the conference in blocks. Taking a look at Tusculum in the starting lineup, you'll have Carly Pigza on the right side. Amaya Burrows and Rayleigh Matthews return to the outside. And boy, missing Rayleigh last weekend for the Pioneers, you could tell, just kind of hurt them a little bit, but they also learned to play through without her. But happy to have her back in the lineup this weekend nonetheless, and she'll be getting the outside today. Her and Amaya Burrows will share. You'll have Lydia Collins and Bailey Parker running the middle. You'll have Elise Carmichael as your setter, and your libero, Carly Sosnowski. We're going to take a step away from the action here, and when we come back, we'll be ready for volleyball here at Pioneer Arena. You're watching the SAC Digital Network. Welcome back to Pioneer Arena, and we've got a dandy brewing today in the conference between Queens and Tusculum as they just get done with announcing starting lineups, and it looks to be we're about to get things started here in Pioneer Arena. And they will give a friendly wave to one another, given the COVID-19 pandemic. No handshakes before we get this thing started as they are huddled up, and Elise Carmichael will go back to start things off for Tusculum. Elise Carmichael will be one to watch for Tusculum. She has been sensational in the serve-receive department. She currently sits atop in the country, not just the South Atlantic Conference, but the country in service aces. She's first in the conference in service aces per set, and she will be one to watch, and she is actually chasing some records here at Tusculum. Elise Carmichael, make sure you keep an eye on her. She is chasing, she's 44 assists away to tie for 10th all-time in program history. She would tie Brittany Driggers, who sits with 1,115 total assists, and this was from the 2004-2005 area, and she is 10 aces away to tie for 10th all-time in program history. She currently is at 92 overall. And she's chasing Gina Cafaro from 2006 to 2009. Gina had 102, so be curious to watch her chase that today. And then another one to be watching in terms of the records will be number 1, the libero, Carly Sosnowski. Sosnowski 5th in the conference right now in digs, and she is now 48th in the nation in digs as well. That's Carly Sosnowski. She'll be number 1 in the orange today. Tusculum rocking the black uniforms, and she is 62 digs away for a career of 1,000. And here's Carmichael to get us going, and she goes right down to zone 1, and here comes Queens on the attack. Elmore has it dug up. They go to right side, Pigza. Queens will get a chance to play this. They go outside, and that's Gianta with the swing. Tusculum digs it up. They go to Matthews. Matthews paints the line and gets it. Rayleigh Matthews with the kill, and she hits deep zone 1, and the Pioneers strike first blood in this match. And that'll be a key today to see the outside play of Rayleigh Matthews and Amaya Burrows. Obviously, Amaya Burrows has been sensational for the Pioneers, and not to take anything away, as that is a rare service error on Elise Carmichael to tie this thing up. And Queens number 14, Lindsey Elmore, will go back for the serve as Kayla Mcduffie's now in the middle. And here's Elmore. Elmore, she goes right at Amaya Burrows. Pigs is going to bump set this one up, and it's going to be free balled over. Queens will have the play. And how about that? Brooke Farley says, I'll just take this myself. She goes up and puts a great swing on that. Farley, a left-handed setter, and for anybody who really plays volleyball, you know just how hard it is to work against a left-handed setter who can go and just swing on the net at any time. It'll be interesting to watch that matchup out of there with Farley. And they run a nice play there for Pigs out of the middle, and she's looking for a touch. Doesn't get the call. Tusculum a little confused as to why there wasn't a call on that, but it's going to be Queens' point, and Queens is coming to Pioneer Arena, and they've off to a decent start here, 3-1. Elmore continues to serve. One of the big keys against this Tusculum team is you're going to have to find a way to win the serve-receive game. This is such a balanced attack team, and Farley catches the Pioneers sleeping in the rotation. She gets another kill. And Queens up 4-1 here to start things off. Queens is coached by Hannah Long in her 6th season. She's assisted by Audra Gentry in her 1st season, and there's a service error from Elmore. And Queens' run to start things off will come to a brief halt as it's 4-2 Royals. Rayleigh Matthews for Tusculum back on the serve. Matthews targets right in the front of zone 6. They go outside to Gianta. She has it dug up, and they go right side, Pigza. Pigza finds the line, and there's a kill for Tusculum. Carly Pigza, she gets her first kill of the day, and hopefully many more to come for the Pioneers. Pioneers, such an efficient team this year in the kills and just on the overall, just offensively in the serve-receive department as well. And there's going to be an ace for Rayleigh Matthews as she went right at Allie Johnson, I believe that was, in zone 5. And Johnson tried to overpass it and just got away from her a little bit. And there's an ace for Rayleigh Matthews as we're knotted up at 4 apiece. She goes right at Allie again. They're going to run out of the middle, and Tusculum has it blocked. Mcduffie, who is 5th in the blocks, gets in the conference. She gets a taste of her own medicine as Amaya Burrows and Bailey Parker tag team for a brick house on that one. Put up at the net, Tusculum up 1. Here's Matthews again. Matthews goes right at Allie in zone 5. Overpass, and Parker's going to get the kill. Tusculum targeting zone 5 right now out of this rotation, and they're going right at Allie Johnson, the freshman from Winterville, North Carolina. Johnson having a sensational year, though, for a freshman for Queens. They go to Gianta. Gianta, nice touch on that, and it floats right over the block of Parker and Pigza on that right side, and the outside kill goes to Grace Gianta, and she gets things going here. On the outside for Queens as Brooke Farley back on the serve. She goes right at Sosnowski. They go to Burrows, and Burrows, welcome to the party. She puts that one through the floorboards here of Pioneer Arena. Amaya Burrows. She's so fun to watch on the outside. She has such great athleticism, and she can really hit the ball at such a high point. And a beautiful shot from Queens there as that ball rolls on the line. Grace Gianta, exceptional touch on that, and she gets the kill for Queens. Wonderful job there as Jessie George comes in, and she'll be the one taking the serve for Queens, the freshman from Virginia Beach. She goes at Rayleigh Matthews there in zone 6. Tusculum right side, Pigza kill. Carly Pigza with the kill for Tusculum. As Peyton Gash comes into the lineup for Tusculum, and she will look to hold things down now on the right side as Pigza checks out of the rotation. And going back to serve is Catherine Klingen, the senior from Franklin, Tennessee. Here's Klingen. She goes right into zone 6. Tusculum digs this one up. They go out to Amaya Burrows, and Amaya Burrows gets the kill. Nice shot from Amaya Burrows, and Tusculum's offense seems to be finding some rhythm here early. Hold on, and it looks like we've got Coach Morris of the Pioneers comes over to have a chat with the officials and Danielle Maranti. Maranti, it looks like they were just given a bench warning in terms of Tusculum's bench and just how far they can come out to the court, but nonetheless, we continue play. Danielle Maranti in her 3rd season here as head coach of the Pioneers, and she's done a phenomenal job turning this thing around. Pioneers are going to get a free ball on this as Queens struggle to put it over, and no block was put up as Peyton Gash says thank you very much, and she gets going as well. Peyton Gash with the kill. And a timeout from Queens, and Tusculum, we're going to stay right here. Tusculum off to a 10-6 lead to start things off, and Coach Long with the Royals wants to talk some things over here as she finds her team down 4. And one of the things Tusculum is so good at is just being able to explode and go on the runs that you've witnessed here. I mean, Tusculum in this rotation, their serve receive is so strong, and you really have to be able to go back and forth with this team in order to put yourself in a chance to win. Tusculum does such a good job at holding and making teams beat you as they are on a scoring run here to advance them to a 10-6 lead right now. And this is something you're going to have to watch the rest of this match if you're the Royals, is how do you slow down this attack from the Pioneers? They can hurt you in so many different ways. As we've talked about a little bit, their serve-receive game is very strong. You have their outsides between whether it's Burrows or Rayleigh Matthews. You get a steady dose there. Carly Pigza, Peyton Gash on the right side. And then even the rotations out of the middle. Lydia Collins and Bailey Parker have done a great job stepping up out of the middle for this Pioneers team. And overall, just such a tough team to face as you look at what they're doing as a team. The Pioneers sit within the top 50 in the win-loss percentage, along with Aces per set. They are 25th nationally. In opponent hitting percentage, they are holding teams to a 134 hitting percentage as we're back here. And They go to, that is Allie Johnson on the right side. Tusculum's going to play this up. Burrows tries to roll shot it over. Farley was sitting on it. They go outside, and that is going to be number 6, Jordan Johnson, seeing her first little bit of action here, and she will attack air for the Royals, and the Pioneers continue to extend their lead. And they go right at the libero, Lauren Johnson, and they're going to free ball this over as Queens. Here's Tusculum. Let's see if they can use it. Right side, Gash. Gash powers through the block. Queens is going to get a play on it, though. They go outside, and this time Jordan Johnson, pardon my correction, will not be denied. The freshman from Jamestown, North Carolina, gets her first kill of today, and we'll see if there's more to come from her. Lauren Johnson, your libero for Queens today, back on the serve. She sits at 4th in the conference in digs. Sosnowski at 5th. That'll be a treat to watch them go at it as Lydia Collins gets a kill out of the middle. She powers through the block of Lindsey Elmore and gets the point. Amaya Burrows now back on the serve. 12-7 Tusculum here. Be interesting to see what kind of adjustments Coach Long makes, along with Coach Moranti. Both of these two coaches have done a phenomenal job with their programs. As there's a service error from Burrows, and it'll give Queens the serve as Allie Johnson goes back. Johnson, a freshman from Winterville, North Carolina, and this Queens team is really interesting. And their record does not really speak to the credit, as you see a service error from the Royals gives the Pioneers the point. Their record does not reflect just how dangerous this team is, as this team continues to get better year by year. This is a Queens team that is young, and the future is really bright, you can tell, moving forward, not only for the rest of this season, but in the years to come. A lot of freshmen and sophomores in this lineup. And there's Brooke Farley. She tries to catch the Pioneer slip, and this time they were sitting on it. Gash, right side. She has it dug up. They go to the middle. Elmore gets the kill. Nice diving effort by Lydia Collins to try to get it up, but it is going to fall for a Royals point as Grace Giunta is back in, and Jesse George, the freshman from Virginia Beach, will have a seat in the rotation. And Jordan Johnson is back on the serve for Queens. Tusculum plays this. They go outside. Matthews, she tries to tip it over the block. Queens sits on it. They go out of the middle. Giunta has it blocked, and Bailey Parker, she gets the roof. And a point, Tusculum, as Elise Carmichael and Carly Pigsa return. Carmichael goes back to serve, and at this point, if you're an opposing team, the scouting report on Elise Carmichael, when you go back to see her serve, you just kind of have to hold your breath and say, oh boy, such a dangerous serve. As Queens will get it up. She goes right at Allie. She gets it up. Tosnowski with a great dig. They go right side to Pigsa. Pigsa has it dug up by Johnson. They go out of the middle to Lindsey Elmore, and Lindsey gets the kill. Nice job by Lindsey Elmore, and with her second kill of set number 1, and she gets Queens out of that rotation. That can be kind of tricky sometimes when you have Carmichael serving. Elmore is back serving. She tries to paint the back corner of zone 5, and she's unable to do so, and that ball floats out. It's 15-10 Tusculum. Rayleigh Matthews now back on the serve. Tusculum been doing a good job today. Both teams really trying to mix up their serve-receive of where they target. Jordan Johnson digs this one up. They run a right side attack for Kayla McDuffie. Tusculum's attack is dug up. Nice job by Queens to get on that. Jordan Johnson floats that over. Sosnowski's there. They go right side. Pigsa, she tools the block nicely. Carly Pigsa with a kill. And the Pioneers rolling here in set number 1. They're up 6. Rayleigh Matthews trying to extend that here. She scans the back line. Allie Johnson gets this one up. Oh, an overpass, and Parker blocks this, and it'll be a point for the Royals, actually. Nice job by senior Brooke Farley to kind of play with that out of the overpass, and she does a good job to get Queens the point, and she's back on the serve. Farley floats this in front of Sosnowski. Nice job by Sosnowski, get it up, and a block. But nice job by Amaya Burrows to tool that one, and she gets the point. And Tusculum, Carly Sosnowski back on the serve. Sosnowski been one of the most efficient, consistent players for this Pioneer team, and Coach Moranti and Coach Morris just rave about the job she continues to do for this Tusculum team that sits atop the conference. There's an attack air from Pigza, and it'll be the Royals' point as Jessie George comes back in. Grace Giunta takes a seat for the rotation, and George back on the serve. There's George, goes right at Matthews. Here's Carmichael, right side set to Pigza. That is dug up there by Brooke Farley. They go outside to Jordan Johnson. Hers is digged up by Sosnowski. They go outside to Burrows. Burrows has it blocked, it falls out, and it's a point for Tusculum. Nice job by Amaya Burrows to tool the block, and she's got 4 kills on the match already. Amaya Burrows is one of those hands you don't want to see get hot early, and Tusculum and Queens trade points, and Catherine Klingen and Peyton Gash back in the rotation. Klingen back to serve for Tusculum. Here's Klingen. She goes right at Lauren Johnson. They go outside to Jordan Johnson. Nice job by Burrows to get a hand up, but it's an overpass. Allie Johnson tried to put it away. Matthews sits on it. They go right side. How about that shot from Gash, but it's dug up. They run out of the middle, and it looks like we're going to have a setting violation, or pardon me, a net violation, it looks like, on the Pioneers. Excellent shot by Peyton Gash, but an even better job by Queens defense digging that up. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was maybe Jessie George getting a hand on that shot from Gash. Nice job there, Farley, to get this one up. Here comes Queens. Their defense starting to come alive. That ball's blocked. Nice job by Tusculum to get a block on that. They go outside Johnson. She roll shots it over, and how about that shot as it floats on the back line, and it's a point for the Royals. Sosnowski thought it was out. You could tell. She just looked up and said, hey, it's my bad. Sosnowski, one of the more disciplined liberos across the league, does such a great job watching the ball all the way to the line. And they go right at Amaya Burrows, and that's going to be a service ace for the Royals. And don't look away just yet. Here comes Queens. Right when you thought Tusculum was maybe going to run away with things in set number 1, they've cut the lead down to 3. Lauren Johnson serving. And you can see as a serve receive, they're really trying to target Burrows and Matthews. Here's Rayleigh Matthews. She's going to swing out of the middle, and that ball is out just a few inches off that back line, and it is another Royals point. Here comes Queens. Lauren Johnson, a freshman from Huntersville, North Carolina. She's going to be good to watch as the season goes along. She's already 4th in the conference this year in digs. Tusculum's going to have to go to the middle to Matthews again. Queens digs it up. They go outside to Johnson. Sosnowski digs this up. There's the bump set to Burrows. Burrows tools the block. Kill, Pioneers. Nice job by Amaya Burrows on finding a way to get the kill on a rather shaky set. It's a bump set. Just Klingen did a great job keeping it alive there to bump set it to Burrows as Abby Holt makes her first appearance today. The sophomore from Sunrise, Florida, out of Cypress Bay High School. She comes back to take the serve for Tusculum. Holt scans. She goes right at Jordan Johnson there in front of zone 5, and they run out of the middle to Elmore. It's blocked. Tusculum with it. Rayleigh Matthews, and we have a point Tusculum and a timeout. This will be the second of the match of the set for Queens, and we'll take a quick break from the action. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network here, presented by SAC Digital Live.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create.
welcome back to Pioneer Arena here as the final timeout used by Queens in this set. They trail by Tusculum 20-16 as Holt is back on the serve. She goes to Jordan Johnson. Johnson digs this up. They go right side to Allie Johnson, and Allie is unable to get that one over the net as it's a point for Tusculum. And the best way you can beat Tusculum is by limiting your errors, whether it's in the serve-receive department, the attack department, whatever it may be, even your setting in your sets. You can't beat yourself when you're playing a team like Tusculum. Nice dig there, and there's going to be a kill for Jordan Johnson. Nice placement from Johnson, and they get the kill. Allie Johnson now back for Queens on the serve. Allie Johnson, a freshman again. Another freshman for this Queens crew here. Here's Tusculum. They run outside to Rayleigh Matthews. Ball is dug up. It's kept alive. How about that dig from Lauren Johnson? Tusculum has. They go right side to Gash. Another dig for Lauren Johnson. They run out of the middle. Elmore unable to put it away. She tried to float one past, and Tusculum trying to off-tempo Queens a little bit with Matthews. Queens digs it up. They go Jordan Johnson. Incredible diving effort by Holt. Here's Matthews. Matthews, great volley between both sides. Johnson's going to have to bump set this one over. Farley puts this in the middle. Holt gets her hands on it. Free balled over by Matthews. Here's Queens. Right side attack for Elmore. Elmore gets a good swing, and there's a point for Queens. Great volley between both sides, and a nice slide run for Lindsey Elmore and the Royals. Brooke Farley did a great job putting that ball right in the wheelhouse for Lindsey Elmore to get a good swing on that one. Tusculum's Abby Holt and Sosnowski watch that ball float to the back line. It's going to be out and a point for Tusculum. Here's Lydia Collins back serving for Tusculum. Collins, a senior from Knoxville, Tennessee. So we have a brief pause in the action for Gash to tie her shoe. Collins, one of the few seniors on this team. Her, Carly Pigza, Catherine Klingen, Carly Sosnowski, and looks like there's it was maybe a rotational error, I'm thinking, on Queens in terms of where someone was placed. I'm not sure. Coach Long disagrees, and she's not happy about it. And here's Collins again as she's trying to close things down in set number one, and that will be a service error as the ball's unable to make it over the net, and a point for the Royals. Grace Giunta back in for Queens. Jordan Johnson back serving for the Royals. Here's Johnson. She goes right at Sosnowski. They run out of the middle to Parker. Parker powers through the block of Lindsey Elmore and gets the kill. 24-19 Tusculum. As Elise Carmichael and Carly Pigza return into the rotation, and Elise Carmichael, it's set point here in set number one of this match today. Here's Elmore on the right side. The ball is dug up. Pigza is going to have to roll shot this one over. There's the overpass. Farley just dumps it over. Here's Pigza again. She gets another swing on it. Nice dig out of zone 6 from Johnson. They go right side. Giunta has hers dug up by Sosnowski. They go right side one more time to Pigza, and this time, third time is the charm. Carly Pigza says, let me shut the door here on set number one, and the Pioneers off to an early victory here in this match as they take set number one to a score of 25-19. Tusculum rolling here, and they got the start they were looking for between the Royals. However,
champions
set number two
know how
right
to seize
at you. You're watching
opportunities.
the Pioneer Sports Network presented by SAC Digital Live.
family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus?
What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university.
And welcome back here to Pioneer Arena, where the Pioneers just now take set number 1 from the Queens University of Charlotte Royals. And the Royals fell there in set number 1. And just looking at the percentages, Tusculum right now hitting over 300 as a team. They've got 15 kills, just 3 attack errors off 38 attempts. Queens looking at 11 kills off 39 attacks, 4 hitting errors, and they're hitting at 179. Setting aces, or assist I should say, Tusculum at 14, Queens at 11. And looking at the serve department, Queens with 4 service errors, Tusculum with 3, Tusculum 2 service aces, Queens with 1, Tusculum with 23 digs, Queens with 20 total, and Tusculum with 2 blocks after set number 1. And we are ready to get things going here in set number 2, as Queens will try to rebound from set number 1 and see what they can do here in set number 2 as Lauren Johnson leads us off. Lauren, just a freshman from Huntersville, North Carolina. She goes at Sosnowski. They go right side to Matthews to switch it up on the attack, and there's Rayleigh Matthews getting the kill, and the Pioneers draw first blood in set number 2. As Rayleigh Matthews will go back on the serve for Tusculum. Matthews goes right at Lauren Johnson there in zone 1. They go to Allie Johnson, and that is blocked, and a brick house put up at the net by Bailey Parker and Amaya Burrows. Nice job by Tusculum. They keep the pressure on here as they start set number 2 off in grand fashion. Here's Matthews again, goes right at zone 5. Run out of the middle, and that is Elmore with the kill as she does a nice job towing the block of Bailey Parker. Allie Johnson back to serve for Queens. 2-1 here, Pioneers. Here's Burrows with the dig. They run out of the middle to Parker. That ball is blocked a little bit. Queens will get a play on it. Lindsey Elmore out of the middle. This is dug up. Here's Matthews from zone 6. She takes a strike at it. Nice dig by Queens. They go outside. Jordan Johnson, and she paints it in between Burrows and Sosnowski, and they get the kill. Nice job by Jordan Johnson in terms of placing that ball, and she's just a freshman as well. So many young, talented freshmen for this Queens team. And there's a serving error for Queens as Allie Johnson's serve goes into the net, and it's a point for the Pioneers. Lydia Collins comes in to run things out of the middle now in the rotation. Sosnowski back on the serve. She goes right at Lauren Johnson. Here's outside set, and that is to Jordan Johnson. Nice dig by Sosnowski. It's going to be free balled over though by Tusculum. Here comes the Queens again. They go to Jordan Johnson. That ball is in. And there's a kill for Jordan Johnson. Match tied at set number 2, tied at 3 apiece. Here is Johnson back on the serve. She goes at Rayleigh Matthews out of zone 6. Here's Tusculum. They push it to Amaya Burrows, and she gets the kill. Amaya Burrows says no one's getting a hand on this thing, and she powers it through the floorboards of Pioneer Arena. She put that ball in really hard placement for anyone to get, right at the top of zone 6 there. Nice shot by Amaya Burrows. Here's Catherine clinging in, and Peyton Gash will now hold things down on the right side. Nice run from Queens out of the middle, and no one's going to get in there on that. It is nice job by Lindsey Elmore to place that tip right over the block in long arms of Lydia Collins, and it's a point for Queens. Queens doing a good job going back and forth. This is what you have to be able to do when you're playing a team like Tusculum. Tusculum sits atop the conference right now at 8-1. Lenore Ryan right on their heels. That is the only team so far to have beat Tusculum in the conference is the Bears. Tusculum suffered a 3-0 sweep of them against the Bears last week at Lenore-Ryan in Hickory on a Friday evening. And Queens' attack, and that's Grace Giunta now finding her rhythm as she is in on set number 2 in the rotation, and she gets a kill for the Royals, and the Royals are up 1. Lindsey Elmore back on the serve. It has been Jordan Johnson and Lindsey Elmore today so far for Queens, both leading the team with 5 kills. Amaya Burrows leads the Pioneers with 6. Carly Piggs are right behind her with 4. And that serve is out, and another service error for Queens here early, and that's something you're going to have to cut down on if you're going to beat Tusculum. As Elmore's serve floats out, it's a point for the Pioneers, and Amaya Burrows is back. Jordan Johnson back into the rotation, or Lauren Johnson, pardon my correction, is back in the rotation. There's the serve to zone 6. Nice set, and the ball was beautifully placed there out of the middle, and not a block. The block wasn't even really put up, and Grace Giunta had the right idea, but unable to put it in play, and it's going to be a point for the Pioneers. Brooke Farley, been fun to watch so far as a setter from this standpoint, and there's a run out of the middle, and this time they go to Kayla Mcduffie, and Mcduffie sees her first kill. 5'10" freshman from Winterville, North Carolina in Queens, ties this thing up at 6 as Farley back on the serve. Brooke Farley, one of the lone seniors on this Queens roster. And a nice run on the outside for Rayleigh Matthews. She gets the Pioneers kill. Point Tusculum. Lydia Collins back now serving for the Pioneers as they're up 1 here, and they're in a duel with the Royals. Collins, nice placement over to Grace Giunta's side. Giunta's going to get a run on the right side. She powers through the block. Parker keeps it alive. Here's Rayleigh Matthews, and that is a roof. A brick house by Kayla Mcduffie. And she put that ball straight down on the block. Exceptional work by Queens there to get the point. Jessie George back now in for Queens. She's on the serve. She goes right at Amaya Burrows in zone 6. They go outside to Matthews. Matthews powers it through. Queens gets it over somehow. They go back to Matthews. Tusculum does, and this is dug by Lauren Johnson. Here's Queens goes to Allie Johnson on the right side. Ball is dug up. It's an overpass, and it's going to be in. Nice job by Rayleigh Matthews to take the turn on that. As Tusculum gets the point, Elise Carmichael will go back to serve here in set number 2, and Carly Piggs comes in to man the right side. And an ace by Elise Carmichael, and she does that better than anybody in the country, and the numbers do not lie. An ace for Elise Carmichael. She put that between Lauren Johnson and Grace Giunta, and both of them just a little bit of confusion. I'm sorry, Jordan Johnson, pardon my correction. Here's Johnson on the outside, and that ball is going to be, it's an attack error for charge to the Royals. It's another point for Tusculum, and this is where you have to be careful. Tusculum trying to go on a run. They're up now 10-7. Trying to extend it. This is where you got to be careful if you're Queens. Tusculum does such a good job of this. Here's Jordan Johnson. Nice pass. They run a slide attack for Kayla Mcduffie, and she gets a kill. And Mcduffie now coming alive here in set number 2. She was very quiet in set number 1. Making her presence felt, though, nonetheless, with a couple kills and a really nice block. And she gets Queens out of that rotation, which is big. Lauren Johnson with the serve. They go right side. Tusculum does to Matthews. Nice dig by Jessie George. Here's Johnson. Hers is dug up. They go to Matthews. That ball's kept alive by Lauren Johnson. They go to Jordan Johnson again. Sosnowski puts this up. Here's Burrows out of the middle. And George give a great diving effort, but it's a kill for Amaya Burrows. Tusculum. Nice shot out of the back row from Amaya Burrows, and man, she can jump. I don't know if there's any basketball scholarships left out there, but Amaya Burrows might be able to dunk, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Queens' Lindsey Elmore. She runs it. It's dug up. This time they go to Burrows, and hey, why not? And she gets the tool off the block, and it's going to be another point for the Pioneers. When in doubt, just go to Amaya Burrows. Rayleigh Matthews, nice serve there. Queens does dig it up, and what a shot from Allie Johnson on the right side. put a lot of power behind that one, and good luck digging that up. What a swing from Johnson. She's back on the serve. Sosnowski gets it up. Here's Burrows outside again. Why not? Amaya Burrows, an AKM, automatic kill machine. She's up to now 9 kills on the match already. Amaya Burrows is hot. Here's Queens. They run outside to Jordan Johnson. Matthews is there. She sits on it. Outside Burrows. Why not again? Amaya Burrows putting on a clinic right now. And they just have had no answer for her so far today. And Amaya Burrows is getting everything she wants on the outside and then some. Sosnowski again. Tusculum on a bit of a run. They're up 14-9. And a little bit of a miscommunication, and looks like on who was running it. Queens does get the point. It'll be Jordan Johnson with the kill. But it looks like her and George were confused as to who was going up after that one, and it caused a little bit of hesitation, but nonetheless, a great roll shot from Jordan Johnson gets the Royals the point. Jordan on the serve. Here's Burrows with the pass. Tusculum free balls it over. Nice job by Lydia Collins to make this work. Lindsey Elmore. Hers is dug up by Pigza. Here's Rayleigh Matthews. She floats it over. Here's Queens. They try to catch Tusculum sleeping. Elise Carmichael sits on it. Here's right side. Pigza kill! Tusculum! Nice job by the Pioneers. Scrappy play, and you gotta love to see that if you're Coach Moranti and staff. Great volley between both sides. Tusculum, a couple of diving efforts from Lydia Collins and Elise Carmichael to keep that one alive, and they get the point. It's 15-10. Tusculum up 5, trying to close things out in set number 2. They're 10 points away. And a service ace from Catherine Kling, and she went right at Lauren Johnson in zone number 5. And Tusculum's up, and Coach Long has seen enough. She burns her first time out of set number 2. And the Pioneers are rolling here in set number 2. They're up 16-10. We'll be right back, folks. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network here, presented by SAC Digital Live. Welcome back here to the Pioneer Arena on the campus of Tusculum University. As Tusculum, they're already up 1-0, and they have extended their lead here in set number 2 to 16-10 over the Royals from Queens University of Charlotte. Nice serve by Klingen. There's another ace. Catherine Klingen, and this is where Tusculum does what they do best. The serve receive is so strong. It's something Coach Moranti is always talking about, as number 1, Mackenzie Shank, a sophomore, is going to see her first action today for the Royals. Here's Klingen. Klingen goes right at her. Nice job by Queens to get it up. They go to Grace Gianta. It's blocked. Here's Queens on the return. Sosnowski's there to sit on it. They go right side. Gash. Tusculum kill. Peyton Gash. And they're feeling it here in set number 2 in the Pioneer bench. Loving what they're seeing from their teammates. You gotta love the energy here from Tusculum in set number 2. Here's Farley. She's gonna have to bump set this one. It's free balled over. Gash is sitting on it. Here's Tusculum. Burrows. Over to Burrows, and what a great spot by Amaya Burrows. And why not? Amaya Burrows with the kill. She has had all the answers on the outside today and has been simply on fire. She is currently at 11 kills and hitting over 700 right now on the match. They go right at Lauren Johnson out of the serve. They run the outside attack to Queens' number 11. It's Kaylin Dowling. And that is an attack error, and Coach Long has seen the wheels fall off here in set number 2, and Tusculum just 5 points away from closing this thing out. We'll stay right here as Coach Long burns her second timeout. Tusculum undefeated when playing at home this year, and right now they are poised to finish Queens off here in set number 2 and go into set number 3 with a comfortable 3-0 lead, or a 2-0 lead, pardon my correction there. But Tusculum, one of the things that they are wanting to do is play a complete match. You don't want to, in volleyball, it's one of those things that's tricky. A 2-0 lead can be very deceiving. It's all a team needs is just a little bit of momentum in volleyball, and you take set number 1, then all of a sudden, you get maybe a little bit more tense. You tighten up a little bit on your swings and on your serves, and then who knows? If that thing goes to set, 5th set, it could be anyone's game then and there. But Tusculum right now is rolling. The momentum's good. They seem to be in rhythm, and they seem to be rocking here on their home floor. Here's Catherine Klingen. As we are out of the timeout, Klingen with a comfortable 10-point lead. Here's Farley with the bump set. Tusculum digs this up. It's Sosnowski. They go outside to Burrows. Burrows paints the line. That's dug up. Nice job by Queens to get a hand on that, and they finally get a kill and get out of the rotation. That's Lindsey Elmore. Her and Jordan Johnson have done a majority of the workload for Queens in this match. They both are tied with 6 kills apiece. Elmore back serving. Here's Sosnowski. And a run out of the middle to Lydia Collins, and timing was not perfect on that, but it gets the job done, and the Pioneers get the kill. And here's Burrows on the serve for Tusculum. Is Queens trying to hide number 1 Mackenzie Shank. We'll see if Tusculum goes at her, and that's a service error by the Pioneers. You don't see too many of those from Coach Moranti and her squad. As Queens is Brooke Farley back serving now. They go right at Amaya Burrows. And we've got, it looks like a setting violation on Tusculum's Catherine Klingen. It'll be a point for the Royals as they trail 21-13. Tusculum still looks poised to finish this thing off. At least this set, I should say. Farley floats this right in front of zone 6. Sosnowski gets there. Gash tried to roll shot it over the block. They go outside to Dowling. Dowling has it dug up by Sosnowski. Pioneers go to Matthews. It's blocked. Pioneers retain possession. They go right side to Gash. Gash has hers dug up. Queens plays with it. They get it over. Tusculum gets it again. Gash right side. Kill! Tusculum! Peyton Gash finds a way to put that ball away. Great volley from both sides. As Lydia Collins is back on the serve for the Pioneers, they're 3 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Here's Collins. Queens digs this up. They go to the right side, and that is Kaylin Dowling with the attack error. That ball floats out, and it's a point for Tusculum. Tusculum trying to keep this momentum rolling into set number 3. There's Lydia Collins. She paints the back line there on Lauren Johnson. They can run out of the middle to McDuffie. McDuffie has it dug up. Tusculum over to the outside, Rayleigh Matthews. This ball's still alive. And McDuffie's return is going to be just a few inches off the back line, and it's a point for Tusculum. It's set point for the Pioneers. They're up 24-13. It's been a dominant performance in set number 2 by the Pioneers. There's Lauren Johnson with the dig. They go outside, and what a swing by Allie Johnson. She can jump. My gosh, great attack from the Royals as Jessie George comes in, and she'll go back to take the serve for Queens. Queens facing set point. It's 24-14. Here's Queens. They go to Jordan Johnson. Tusculum keeping it alive, and Johnson will get the kill. Nice job by Johnson on the attack. 24-15 Queens. Trails by 9 now. Tusculum 1 point away to take this to set number 3. She goes at Burrows. Here's Klingon, the bump set. Matthews, it's going to be a little low. She free balls this over. Here's Farley, right side to Allie Johnson. Johnson, roll shot over the block. Tusculum digs it up. Nice job by Peyton Gash. Matthews gets it. Queens with the return. Here's Johnson. It's dug up by Sosnowski. Here's Klingon. She gets to it. Nice shot from Rayleigh Matthews is dug up by Lauren Johnson. The volley goes back and forth. Here's Tusculum. They go to Gash. Gash swings, and it's blocked, and it's in. Queens with the kill, 24-16. So at this point, if you're Queens, sure, things look a little dim for you in set number 2, but volleyball, it's a sport of momentum, and if they can find a way to get a little bit of momentum to go into set number 3, it would still be better than nothing. Here's Queens on the attack. They run out of the middle to McDuffie. It's up. Queens gets, and Tusculum's going to get this over. It's free balled over. They go up right side to Allie Johnson. Johnson is dug up by Amaya Burrows. They run out of the middle to Parker. Parker puts it away, I think. And, yep, that'll do it. As Bailey Parker finishes off a magnificent set number 2 from the Pioneers. Tusculum, they're going to try to close this thing out in 3-set fashion on their home floor when we come back. They're up 2-0 over the Royals. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network presented by SAC Digital Live.
Hello, my name is Jacob Fate, and I'm the Dean of the College of Business at Tusculum University. I'm proud to share with you that the programs in the College of Business received accreditation through ACBSP in December of 2018. The Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs accredits business schools and programs worldwide. This accreditation elevates our programs to the top programs worldwide.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
And welcome back to Pioneer Arena, and Tusculum off to a great start as per usual when playing on their home floor. They're up 2-0 here over the Royals of Queens University of Charlotte. And Tusculum, just looking at what they've done so far in the match, they have turned to their hot hand and their star, Amaya Burrows. She has led the Pioneers. She's currently hitting at .688 with 11 kills on 16 attacks. No attack errors from Amaya Burrows. She has been simply astounding on the outside. And looking at the team overall effort from both sides, Tusculum hitting at .338 with 29 kills off 71 attempts. Queens hitting at .152 with 22 kills off 79 attacks. And you look at the attack errors, Queens has doubled Tusculum in terms of attack errors with 10, Tusculum with 5. Queens with 6 serving errors, Tusculum with 4, and Tusculum 5 serving aces. So a usual performance for Tusculum. They're up to 44 digs right now and 3 blocks, with Queens sitting at 36 digs and 2 blocks. as Elise Carmichael is back to start things off in set number 3, where the Pioneers are now in position to potentially take the match here. And we are underway for set number 3. Tusculum goes right at Jordan Johnson. And a small adjustment here in Queens' lineup as outside Rayleigh Matthews is blocked, and it is a point for Queens. Queens' new libero in is now Jessie George, a freshman from Virginia Beach, and Lauren Johnson still in and still active, but she is now going to see some time outside of the libero position as number 1 Mackenzie Schenk is back for Queens to serve. Here's Schenk. She goes right at Sosnowski. Right side set to Matthews. Matthews, she tools the block and gets the kill. Tusculum with the point as Matthews will go back to take the serve. Rayleigh Matthews, been a huge addition to this Pioneers lineup, just a junior transfer from Florida Southern, and she gets the service ace for Tusculum. And Coach Marani, she loves to see that. Loves to see that. The serve-receive department has looked really, really good for Tusculum today, and what a coincidence. They're up 2-0. Here's Matthews again. She goes right at Lauren Johnson, and another ace for Tusculum. And she's got a really good float serve. That is Rayleigh Matthews that does. And she goes at Jordan Johnson. Johnson will get the swing on the outside, and Jordan Johnson finds a gap between the block of Pigza and Parker. She gets the kill as Grace Giunta comes back in for Queens, and she gives Lauren Johnson a blow, and Jordan Johnson back serving now for the Royals. Here's Sosnowski. She digs it over to Pigza. Pigza has her attack dug up, and there's the slide run for Queens. It's going to fall a little short as Lindsey Elmore's attack hits the net, and Tusculum gets the point. Here's Lydia Collins back in to hold things out of the middle as Bailey Parker gets a breather in the rotation. Sosnowski goes right at Jordan Johnson for Queens, and Queens' attack is going to be successful, and a nice job by Elmore to place that right over the middle block of Lydia Collins, and it falls for the point as Lindsey Elmore will go back to take the serve. Kayla Mcduffie in the middle for Queens now. Keep an eye on her. She had a really strong set number 2 as Amaya Burrows' attack is dug up by Jordan Johnson. They go to Grace Giunta. Sosnowski says right back at you. Right side attack to Pigza. And a violation on, looks like Queens, and it'll be Tusculum's point. Peyton Gash comes in on the right side, and Catherine Klingon will go back to take the serve for Tusculum. 5-3, Pioneers up by 2. And Tusculum seems to have been on a roll most of the day. They just find a way to put together a strand of points, and it has put Queens in a little bit of a hole in both sets. Good volley from both sides. Here's Rayleigh Matthews. Matthews, hers is dug up. Nice job by Schenk to get her hands on that. Good attempt by Grace Giunta, but Tusculum's there. They go right side to Gash. Gash is blocked. Tusculum's return goes to Matthews. Matthews, she finds a gap. It's up. Collins is going to keep play. Here's Klingon, goes outside Burrows, and Burrows hits that a little too much, and it's going to be out. And you can tell as soon as Amaya Burrows hit that one, she was trying to get her hand on top of that ball just a little bit more, unable to do so, and it's an attack error, her first of the day for Amaya Burrows, and it's going to be a Royals point. Here's Brooke Farley serving. She goes right at Amaya Burrows in zone 1. Here's Tusculum. They're going to have to free ball this one over. Queens on the attack out of the middle, and how about that swing from Mcduffie? Kayla Mcduffie in Queens making some noise here in set number 3, and they're not going to go down without a fight, folks. Here's Brooke Farley. And an ace for Queens. Farley put that in an exceptional spot at the corner of zone 1 and zone 6. Burrows calling for a towel as we are now in set number 3 here, and Tusculum trailing the Royals by 1, and Queens is So far, Queens has been able to hang with the Pioneers early. It seems the Pioneers have pulled away when both teams reach in the double digits from both sets. Nice placement from Farley. It causes Sosnowski to really make a diving effort to get her hands on that one. Here's Queens' attack. Sosnowski is there. Amaya Burrows, kill. Amaya Burrows, ladies and gentlemen, she is worth the price of admission. She gets the kill, and Tusculum ties this thing up at 6-0. Burrows up to 12 kills now. Burrows on the serve. And that causes Jessie George to put a diving effort, and a great job at that as Queens is number 15, Allie Johnson with the kill. And a nice shot at that as she paints the line, and Queens has some momentum here, and they're looking really good in set number 3. Lauren Johnson back serving for the Royals. And that ball will paint the top of the net, but it's going to fall on Queens' side for a Pioneers point. As Lydia Collins back on the serve. Here's Collins. Floats it, nice placement, but good up by George. Queens does get this over. Here's Tusculum, they go outside. Matthews with the kill, I think. No touch is signaled on that, actually, so it'll be an attack error, pardon me. I thought there was maybe a touch on the net by one of Queens' players, but it is not the case, and it'll be a point for the Royals as Jessie George goes back to take the serve. She's been phenomenal so far as the libero here in set number 3. And a right side attack to Peyton Gash goes through. Tusculum with the kill. It's 8-all as Elise Carmichael and Carly Pigzer return. Here's Carmichael. She's in and she serves. Goes right at Lauren Johnson. Here's Allie Johnson. Hers is dug up by Burrows. They're going to go outside to Rayleigh Matthews. Matthews has it dug up by Lauren Johnson. They go outside to Jordan Johnson. Carmichael's there. Sosnowski with a bump set to Pigza. Pigza has it blocked. Tusculum's return. And Queens will get a play on this. Out of the middle they go, and it is Lindsey Elmore with the kill. Elmore and Jordan Johnson continue to share the workload for the Royals, sitting at 8 kills apiece. Elmore, the more efficient of the two. She's now hitting close to 400 in this match. Lindsey Elmore has had a great day for the Royals nonetheless. Mackenzie Shank on the serve. She goes right at Sosnowski. Here's Burrows. Tusculum free balls this over. And Brooke Farley takes a shot out of the middle. Nice job by Carmichael to get it up. Pigza free balls this over. Here comes Queens. Out of the middle they go again. Elmore, it's dug up by Pigza. Nice effort. They go outside. Rayleigh Matthews, she tries to tip it over the block. And I believe it hit the pin. And it is going to be a point for the Royals. Actually, pardon me. It is going to be a point for the Pioneers. I believe a Queens player, it was tooled actually off the block, and the ball must have slightly clipped the pin off the tool. So it'll actually be the Pioneers' point. 9-all, both teams going back and forth right now. Here's Lauren Johnson, she gets the dig, and it's going to be free balled over by the Royals. Let's see if Tusculum can use it. They go out of the middle to Parker, it's blocked. Queens is going to get this up. They go outside to Jordan Johnson. Johnson, she's dug up by Sosnowski. Here's Pigza, nice attack. Tusculum's going to get a return on this. The ball is overpassed, it's left in the middle of the net, and Lindsey Elmore is there to put it away. She continues to lead this Royal squad with now 9 kills. And Jordan Johnson will go back on the serve. Grace Giunta back in. Lauren Johnson takes a seat in the rotation. Here's Jordan Johnson. And that ball is overpassed. And it is a kill for the Royals as the refs blow it dead, the overpass, and Queens gets the point on that. Johnson with the serve. They go outside. Burrows. Burrows says, I've seen enough. Let me get a kill. And Tusculum's Amaya Burrows continues the hot hand. And Sosnowski serve, and it falls a little bit short there as it clips too much of the tape, and it falls for a Queens point. They're up 12-10. Queens trying to rally a little bit and at least take set number 3 to give themselves a fighting chance here. And they have gotten into a good rhythm here in set number 3. They go outside, Burrows. Burrows again. Queens does a great job defensively keeping it alive. They go to Giunta. Giunta paints the line, and it's a point for Queens. Queens now up 13-10. This is the best they've looked all day. Tusculum now down 3. Here's Elmore. Elmore floats it to Burrows. Burrows digs it up. They go outside. Burrows with an absolute cannon. Powers it through the floorboards of Pioneer Arena. Amaya Burrows. Boy, she's fun to watch. 14 kills for Burrows, hitting over 600 right now and climbing. Catherine Klingen back for Tusculum. Her team trails 2. She goes right in the middle of zone 6. Jordan Johnson gets it up. Giunta with the swing. Tusculum gets their hands on it. They go outside. Burrows. Burrows. And there's a touch, I believe. Signaled a touch. It's going to be a point for Tusculum. Nice job by Amaya Burrows to tool the block once again. 15 kills for Burrows. She's brought her team within 1 now, trying to close the gap and send Queens home in a 3-set fashion. They go outside. Giunta. Klingen is there. Sosnowski over to Burrows. Burrows takes a little bit off the swing. And Queens' run out of the middle is successful as Kayla Mcduffie powers through and gets the kill for the Royals. Shank goes out as Allie Johnson comes back in for Queens in the rotation. Here's Brooke Farley on the serve. Goes at Sosnowski. Ball is high for Klingen, and it's Collins blocked out of the middle. They keep it alive. Tusculum goes to Burrows, and it's blocked. Kayla Mcduffie, Queens making some noise on the other side of the net. Be curious to see how Tusculum responds now. They're down 15-12. Queens has really done a good job taking Tusculum's punches in this one. And they've done a great job, and there's a service ace by the Royals, and for the first time this match, Coach Moranti wants to take a timeout and talk some things over. Tusculum trails 16-12 here in set number 3. We'll be right back, folks. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network presented by SAC Digital Live.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Students from 31 states and 15 countries have found a home here. With nearly 60 areas of study, Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit www.tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsoncitytoyota.com.
And welcome back here to Pioneer Arena, where the Pioneers trail 16-12. Queens playing really, really well right now in set number 3, as they are trying to keep this match alive, as Brooke Farley is back serving for the Royals. Coach Long done an exceptional job here making some adjustments, and they've got themselves in a game here now with Tusculum, as there's a service error from Queens, and the timeout does pay its dividends for Tusculum, as Abby Holt comes in on the serve for Tusculum. Holt is in. Here's Holt's serve. She goes right at Jordan Johnson. Here's Farley. Right side to Giunta. Giunta powers through the block of Matthews and Collins, and she gets the kill for Queens. Lauren Johnson now back in for the Royals. Johnson is back now serving as Giunta will get a breather in the rotation now. Tusculum's bench still much alive and well. Tusculum just trying to find a little bit of rhythm here, and if they can, it can be anyone's match. We know how potent offensively this team is, as the ball's kept alive, and it's going to be a Queens point. I believe we've got I don't know if it was a net violation on Lydia Collins or not. I didn't see what the call was, but it is going to be a point for Queens. There's Holt. Holt gets it up. They go right side of Gash, and Gash will get the kill. Peyton Gash gets the Pioneers the kill as Bailey Parker now comes in to run things out of the middle. Lydia Collins now back serving. Here's Collins, the senior from Knoxville. She goes right at Lauren Johnson. It's an ace for Lydia Collins. Here come the Pioneers. Maybe a little bit of momentum now for Tusculum as they try to climb back into this and take set number 3 to go home with a 3-0 sweep. Collins again, goes right at Johnson. Johnson gets it up. Right side, Allie Johnson, it's blocked. Brickhouse put up in the net by Bailey Parker and Rayleigh Matthews. Here comes Tusculum, they're down 2. Collins, they're attacking Lauren Johnson of Queens really hard right now. They go right in between George and Johnson. The ball does make its way to Jordan Johnson on the outside. Tusculum retains possession, and they go Peyton Gash, and there's a touch. Tusculum with the point. Peyton Gash with the kill. The Pioneers are within 1, and a 3-0 run right now from Tusculum has brought them within 1. Kaylin Dowling comes back in. Here's Lydia Collins. Queens gets it up. They paint the line. It's up. Matthews keeps it alive. Klingon is going to free ball this thing over. Tusculum somehow, some way maintains possession. And this time, Allie Johnson says, you're not getting this one up. Kill from the Royals. And it's 17-19, but damage done. Well done by the Pioneers. Lydia Collins got that thing started with an ace and sparked her team for a run. And there's a service ace from Kaylin Dowling, or I'm sorry, Jessie George. As Amaya Burrows returns now for Tusculum. Holt comes out. Here's George. Nice pass. Peyton Gash on the right side. It's up. Queens gets it. They go right side. Johnson. Parker keeps it alive. Bump set to the outside of Matthews. Matthews gets, it's up. And it's a kill for Tusculum. 20-18. This has been a dandy now. Anyone's game here. Tusculum trying to close this thing out. If they're able to pull a little bit of a run again, do they have one in them here in set number 3, or is Queens going to take this to 4? Here's Carmichael. She goes at Jordan Johnson. She returns it outside. Johnson, she finds a way to get through the kill, get through the block, and she gets the kill. Mackenzie Shank now comes in. How about Allie Johnson on that stretch for Queens? Wonderful job by Johnson, the freshman from Winterville, North Carolina. Here's Shank on the serve. She goes right at Burrows. Right side set to Matthews. Matthews, it's up, and George going to keep this alive. Nice job by Queens. Tusculum, they go again. Round 2, Matthews once more. It's up again by Jessie George. Queens is going to have to somehow make this work. They do. Tusculum, back row attack from Burrows. Burrows with the kill. Amaya Burrows keeps the Pioneers deficit within 2 as Rayleigh Matthews goes back on the serve. Tusculum trailing by 2. Can Queens stay alive? Here's Matthews. Dowling with the dig out of the middle. Tusculum calling for a double. They're not going to get it, but it doesn't matter. Amaya Burrows is there. And Queens holding on to a 1-point lead. We're going to stay right here. Tusculum How about Amaya Burrows, ladies and gentlemen? She has been phenomenal today. Now at 17 kills, hitting over 600, and she has been a huge bright spot for the Pioneers today, and she's got them trying to make a comeback here and go home with a 3-0 victory over the Royals. And Coach Long, she burns a timeout. Both teams have one remaining in this set. Tusculum has rallied back. They were down 4 at one point, and they have rallied back to cut this thing down in position where maybe they can either tie it and potentially take the lead. Still time to do so. It's 21-20. Can they do it? Rayleigh Matthews back on the serve. As we are out of the timeout, and we'll see what few adjustments have been made now as we are trying to figure out if we're going to 4 sets or we're calling it a match. Free balled over by the Royals. Here's Tusculum. This is what you want. They go outside. Burrows. It's blocked. Queens has it. They go outside to their ace, Jordan Johnson. She's dug up by Sosnowski. Right side. Pigza. It's out just by a few inches. Carly Pigza, nice swing on that, but falls a few inches off the left line there, and it'll be a point for the Royals. Jordan Johnson back serving. Grace Giunta back in on the outside for Queens. She goes at Burrows. It's up. Here's Burrows. She's off the net, and there's an attack here from Amaya Burrows as she was trying to maybe push that. She just needed a little bit more arc and air under that one to get it over the net. And it's a Queens point. It is now 23-20. Royals trying to close the door now to go to set 4. There's the overpass. Giunta. And it is going to fall for a Queens point. And then Queens rallies off 3 straight, and Coach Moranti takes a timeout as Queens now sits in the driver's seat to push this thing to 4. We'll be right back. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network presented by SAC Digital Live.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
And welcome back to Pioneer Arena. And Queens just 1 point away from taking set number 3 and taking this thing to 4. They've definitely got some momentum now, so it's anyone's game. Here's Sosnowski with the dig. They run right side. Pigza, and that ball is way out as she's unable to snap the wrist over on that one. And Queens says, well, we're not ready to go home, and I'm fine with that. We got more volleyball coming your way, but Queens has taken set number 3. It's 2-1. Tusculum still up 1. Set number 4 coming live right at you from the Pioneer Sports Network. We'll be right back.
At Tusculum University, we are proud of our Pioneer heritage. We are committed to our mission of providing a quality educational experience in a caring Christian environment. We take pride in our diverse and inclusive population. We currently have students from 34 different states and 33 countries. We believe that everyone should be treated fairly, and they have a right to have their voices heard, no matter what race, religion, our creed. Together we are united, and together we are pioneers.
Purpose. We are motivated to succeed in all that we do, and we will take on all challenges that come our way. We are pioneers.
Inclusion. We are not to be excluded. We must be afforded the same resources and freedom as others. We are pioneers.
Opportunity. We deserve a state of fairness in which individuals are treated similarly and unhampered by artificial barriers and prejudices. We are pioneers.
Nurturing. We care for one another, we elevate each other in providing a safe, caring, and learning environment. We are pioneers.
Equality. We have the right to be our own person and to be treated fairly and justly. We are pioneers.
Expression. We have a voice. We have the right to be heard. We are pioneers.
Respect. We must.
And welcome back here to Pioneer Arena, where the Tusculum and Queens are about to go battle in set number 4. Pioneers took the first two sets, and they were poised to maybe finish them off in 3, but Queens did a really nice job in set number 3, I felt, in terms of battling and just playing in really good rhythm in Tusculum, and they were able to take the 3rd set from the Pioneers as we are now underway in set number 4. Jesse George goes back to take the serve. We'll see what adjustment now the Pioneers have made as they start things off with George. And here's Matthews. She puts that in a nice spot by Rayleigh Matthews, and she gets the kill. Tusculum up 1-0 now as Pioneers get started off in the fashion I'm sure they wanted to. Here's Matthews. She goes right at Jordan Johnson. Here's right side run, Allie Johnson, and that ball was tattooed down the line. Allie Johnson, only a freshman, but my God, can she jump. Great swing on that ball from the Royals, and we've got ourselves a match here, folks. Here's Shank. Shank goes right down the line to Burrows. Here's the middle run to Parker. It's dug up. Here's return, Tusculum's return. That is dug up. Amaya Burrows' attack is. Nice job by Kaylin Dowling. And a kill for Jordan Johnson. Here comes Queens. And you can just tell Queens wants to send this to 5. They are in it now, and we've got ourselves a great match now, folks. Strap in. Could be a really fun ride. For volleyball fans, at least here. Carly Pigza. Her attack it's up, and here's Queens with the slide to Elmore. Elmore has it dug up. Here's Sosnowski, over to Pigza again. Nice dig. Holt tried to play with it. Queens maintains possession. Here's Johnson, roll shot. Sosnowski's there. Carmichael, right side. Pigza, kill, Tusculum. Nice shot from Carly Pigza. And you see she gets up. It's such a great level there and puts that thing away. Nice job by Carly Pigza, and we're all tied up at 2 apiece. Great serve there from Sosnowski. Outside to Johnson, no touch on that. It's going to be a Pioneers point. Queens had a really good 3rd set there to help even out their hitting percentage. They're hitting at 220 right now. Tusculum now at 281. They go outside. Johnson, that ball paints the line. There was a touch, and there's some miscommunication between Shank and Dowling, and the ball falls for a point for Tusculum. And those kind of points can really just, as a coach, if you're Coach Long, just make you kind of shake your head. Those are points you just would love to have back. Is Sosnowski there, a rare service there from her, and a point for the Royals. 4-3 here as Jordan Johnson's back on the serve. Grace Giunta at the middle. Here's Carmichael. The run to the middle for Collins is good. Lydia Collins puts that thing through the block and gets the kill as Tusculum 5-3 Pioneers. Catherine Klingen and Peyton Gash return for the Pioneers. Gash will hold the right side down, and Klingen goes back to take the serve. Here's Klingen. Goes right at Schenk. Nice job by Schenk to get a good pass, and there's going to be a setting violation on the Royals. A double is called. Tusculum up 6-3. Here's the start the Pioneers were maybe looking for. Klingen trying to extend this lead. Tusculum does such a good job at really can just go on huge runs that'll leave a team in the dust. Queens really needs a point, and they don't get it. Peyton Gash with the kill. Nice right side attack from Gash, and Tusculum, they're rolling now, 7-3. If you're Queens, you got to stop the bleeding here. Going down 5 to Tusculum could really be detrimental to this match for them. George is going to have to free ball this one over. Matthews is there. Here's the run outside. Burrows. Bang! Amaya Burrows. How do you like that? And a timeout from Coach Long. And Tusculum is rolling here in set number 4. We'll be right back. It's the Pioneers leading the Royals 8-3.
Hello, my name is Jacob Fate, and I'm the Dean of the College of Business at Tusculum University. I'm proud to share with you that the programs in the College of Business received accreditation through ACBSP in December of 2018. The Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs accredits business schools and programs worldwide. This accreditation elevates our programs to the top programs worldwide.
Welcome back to Pioneer Arena, where the Pioneers have bolted out to an 8-3 start here in set number 4. It's Catherine Klingen with the serve, and then the timeout for Queens pays its dividends as it is a point for the Royals off the service error, and Lindsey Elmore will go back to take the serve for Queens, and Kayla Mcduffie is now running the middle for the Royals. Sosnowski digs this up. They go right side, Burrows. Burrows, nice job by Queens to get this up. Here's Mcduffie, and there's an attack air by the Royals, and it's a point for the Pioneers. 9-4 Tusculum. Here's Jesse George in. Here's Amaya Burrows with the serve. Nice job in placement there. Here's Grace Giunta. It's blocked. There's Sosnowski. She digs this up. Over to Rayleigh Matthews. Matthews, hers is dug up. Here's Grace Giunta. Sosnowski's there. Right side, set over to Gash. Gash with the kill. Peyton Gash. Nice shot by Peyton Gash. Tusculum up 10-4. Here's Burrows again. Amaya Burrows paints the back line. Nice job. And there's Mcduffie with the kill. And the Pioneers, it's 10-5. They hold the 5-point advantage over the Royals as Brooke Farley goes back to take the serve now for Queens. Sosnowski gets it up. Over to Lydia Collins. Collins has hers dug up. Outside attack from Giunta coming. Burrows is there. Right side over to Gash. Gash gets it dug up by Jordan Johnson. Right side, Allie Johnson. Hers is blocked. And it's a kill for Tusculum. And Tusculum's blocking is really picked up here in set number 4. Queens having a hard time getting a solid swing off, and that's a huge credit to that front line of Tusculum. Here's Collins with the serve. Johnson has it on the dig. They go outside to Johnson. Allie Johnson has it dug up. Tusculum free balls this over. Some communication issues with Queens, it looks like, and that's going to be a point for the Pioneers, and just not talking there, and Coach Long kind of brings her off the bench in a little bit of frustration, and rightfully so. Here's the outside, and it's roll shotted, and Tusculum gets it up. Klingen's going to have to free ball this one over, though. Nice spot by Klingen on the free ball. Here's Lydia Collins. She bump sets this out of the back row to Burrows. Hers is dug up. Here's another bump set, this time from George. Queens' attack is going to be returned. Here's Gash on the right side. It's blocked. Tusculum keeps it up. Outside to Matthews. Nice roll shot over there. Farley was sitting on it, though. Here's Allie Johnson for Queens. Tusculum keeps it alive. It's up. Peyton Gash, roll shot. It's up by Katie Brooks Farley. Good volley back and forth between the two squads, and there's going to be, it looks like, a setting violation, I believe, on Tusculum, as the point will fall to the Royals. Great effort by both sides as Kaylin Dowling comes in for the serve for Queens. And that ball is going to be just a bit outside the back line. It's a point for the Pioneers. Elise Carmichael, Carly Piggs a return. 13-6 Tusculum. Carmichael goes back. This is where she thrives. And hers floats a little bit out, and it is a point for the Royals. Service error by Elise Carmichael. Jesse George back, serving now for Queens. Paints the tape. Sosnowski gets it up. It's going to cause some issues. And Burrows and Carmichael were both running head on after that one, and they both just stop and look at each other as the ball falls to the floor. Both were calling mine, so one of those things, nonetheless, I'm sure Coach Marani will want to clean up in practice. Nice serve there for Queens as Pigsa's outside attack is dug up. They go right side, Allie Johnson. It's roll shotted. Pigsa's there. They go back row to Burrows. Burrows, Queens sits on it. Queens goes outside. Jordan Johnson, it's dug up. Here's Queens again on the return. Allie Johnson. Hers is blocked, and it falls. Nice tool by Allie Johnson on the right side. Point for the Royals. They're still hanging around. It's 13-9. They do trail 4. If they're going to make a run, they want to do it soon. Queens trying to take this thing to 5 sets. Sosnowski, that ball falls in front of her. She does get it up. Here's George. Out of the middle, they go to Elmore. It's dug up. Here's Tusculum. Carmichael tries to float it over. It's blocked. Brings Coach Morris and Coach Marani out of their seat. I think they're wanting either maybe a overplay on that or what. Not sure. Again, being all the way up here in the booth, you don't have the best look at the net play, but it is a point for the Royals, and they're going to play on as George continues to serve. Sosnowski steps over and takes it. Biggs is going to have to punch this one over, literally. They run out of the middle to Elmore, and Elmore gets the kill. Nice shot by Lindsey Elmore. Here comes Queens. So now a little run from the Royals as they're making their way back into it. Queens doing a great job on the road here. There's an ace from Jesse George. How about the freshman coming into this one with her team down 2-0 and a timeout from Coach Marani. She has seen enough. We're going to stay right here. Coach Marani and Coach Moore is going to have to make some adjustments and give a lot of credit to this Queens team. They fell down 2-0, and with such a young team, you look at this lineup. Brooke Farley, one of your lone seniors, her and Lindsey Elmore are your two seniors that see a lot of time for Queens. Other than that, you're looking at freshmen and sophomores in this lineup, and they've come into Pioneer Arena, the top dog in the conference, and they are playing. They fell down 2-0. They made some adjustments. Give Coach Long and Coach Gentry some credit here as they have switched around their lineup, and this freshman from Virginia Beach, Jessie George, has come in as libero now, and they seem to be really clicking with her. As Queens has now cut the lead for Tusculum, they just to 1. Queens trails by 1, and they're on a bit of a run. We'll see if maybe the timeout from Coach Marani can get them out of rhythm, but Queens is playing. It's 13-12. And again, if Queens is able to take this, we go to set number 5, and that would be a heck of a turnaround for the Royals. They go right at Sosnowski. They're going to run out of the middle, mistimed, and Queens is going to get a play on this as it was free balled over. Ball was set too high. The timing's off. Queens is going to have to get this over. They do. Farley free balls this one over. The run out of the middle to Parker is blocked. Here they go again. Outside, Matthews. She's off the net a little bit. Nice job getting it over somehow. How about that? Queens didn't even know where the ball was. It's blocked. Pigza has it blocked. They go outside again. Matthews, she floats it over the block. Queens is there. Farley on the dig. They go outside. Johnson has it dug up by Sosnowski. Outside, Matthews, a good shot on the net. It's up, and it is through. Nice job by Tusculum to get the point on that. Great volley on both sides. And Queens making it known that, hey, we're here to fight. Great fight on both sides as Rayleigh Matthews is back on the serve. Here's Queens. They get it up. Farley, right side attack for Johnson. It's blocked, but it is tooled. Very nicely done by Allie Johnson as Mackenzie Shank comes in for Queens. Sosnowski having a chat with the referee on that last play. She may have been asking if the ball hit the pin maybe on the block or what, but it is something that is going to at least draw that line, Judge. So we'll see. We'll see. And again, in volleyball, you got to usually send the floor captain to debate any call. And it is still going to remain Queens' point, but nonetheless, they at least get together and talk about it to ensure they had the correct call. So we play on here in Pioneer Arena. Shank back on the serve. She paints the line to Amaya Burrows on the serve. They go right side. Pigza has it dug up. They go outside, Johnson stays on her feet. Exceptional placement. Queens is going to get this on a free ball at the net. And a point for the Pioneers. Farley didn't have a lot of room to work with that. I'll give her credit on that. Didn't have a lot of room to work with that one. So, Sosnowski now back serving. She goes at Dowling. Dowling gets it up. They go outside to Johnson. Somehow Carmichael gets one hand on it. They go right side. Pigza powers through, gets the kill. Nice placement by Carly Pigza. Tusculum up 3, 16-13. Excellent job by Pigza. She powers through the double block there from Queens. Excellent placement. Here's Sosnowski again. Dowling gets it up. It draws Farley off the net. They're going to have to free ball this over. See if Tusculum can take advantage. Outside, Burrows. Kill, Amaya Burrows. Nice shot from Amaya Burrows, and Hannah Long, she's out of timeouts now. She burns her second and final one of set number 4. We'll be right back. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network, here presented by SAC Digital Live.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Students from 31 states and 15 countries have found a home here. With nearly 60 areas of study, Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit www.tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Johnson City Toyota is the number.
You're right. That's a 5th floor problem.
Okay. Not in my house. No. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes.
And welcome back here to Pioneer Arena, and it's the Pioneers up 4 over the Royals as Sosnowski continues to serve, and this is going to cause some issues. Queens will have to roll shot this one over. They do get an attack. Here's Tusculum. Burrows, kill. Amaya Burrows continues her hot performance today. She's up to 20 kills now, hitting at over 480 on the day. Have a day, Amaya Burrows. And there's a kill from Queens. Nice shot out of the middle by Lindsey Elmore. And Queens gets the kill with Grace Giunta coming back in. Queens trails 4. It's 18-14. Tusculum just 7 points away from taking the match. Queens trying to extend this to 5. They've got an uphill battle in front of them. Here's Matthews on the dig. And Pigza! Wow! Carly Pigza puts that one through the floorboards of the gym. Boy, did she get every bit of that one. Carly Pigza with a great swing on the right side. And Tusculum put that one away with authority as Catherine Klingen is now in. Peyton Gash on the right side. Here's Tusculum. And a nice job on Lindsey Elmore's end to just be smart and efficient. She floats that one over the block. And don't blink, but Lindsey Elmore with 13 kills, hitting over 400. She has been a bright spot for Queens today nonetheless. And it's been a huge reason as to why they're still in this thing. Back row attack from Matthews. Nice swing on the ball. It's going to be used by Tusculum again. Here's the return. Outside, Burrows. Burrows. It's returned by Queens. Tusculum bump sets over to Gash on the right side. Queens gets a hand on it, but it's not going to do, and it's a point for Tusculum. They're 5 points away. They can feel it now as Tusculum trying to remain undefeated on their home floor. Here's Abby Holt now in serving. Abby Holt. She goes right at Jordan Johnson. This is going to be up, and it's free balled over. Here's Tusculum, see if they can use it. Right side, Gash, it's blocked. How about Grace Giunta on that? It's 20-16. And Tusculum drawing in a potentially a sub there as we go on the outside to Rayleigh Matthews, and it is Matthews with the kill, Tusculum with the point. Here's Bailey Parker now coming in as Lydia Collins will go back to serve. Here's Collins. Collins, she goes right at Jordan Johnson. They run outside, and that ball is tattooed by Allie Johnson, and she tools the block nicely for a Queens kill. Sosnowski returns, and here comes Kaylin Dowling in for Grace Giunta. Been a great match today to watch, and Tusculum trying to close the door here on the match. It's Kaylin Dowling, though, back serving for Queens. They go outside. There is a nice dig by Jesse George, and Queens will free ball this one over. Here's Tusculum out of the middle. Parker with the kill. Bailey Parker gets the swing she was looking for, and there's the kill for Tusculum. Elise Carmichael back serving. She's 3 points away, giving the Tusculum the match. Here's Carmichael. It's served. It's up. At right side, Johnson. It's dug up by Holt. Nice dig. They go outside. Rayleigh Matthews. It's blocked. It's up by Sosnowski. They go right side, return to Pigza. Pigza unable to get it over the block, and it is a point for the Royals. So Queens still trails by 4. They've kind of been in this 4-point hold most of this set here. And if they want to break it, time is running out. 22-18 Tusculum. George, nice serve. and it's free balled over. They got to use this. Out of the middle, and they do a kill for Lindsey Elmore. It's down to 3, 22-19. Queens trying to make one final push at this match. Here's George serving. It floats. It's an ace from Jessie George. I can't give this freshman enough credit for the job she's done. Coming in and helping her team get to this point as the libero. And we have the 22-20 right now. Sosnowski gets it up. They run right side. Matthews, she finds the line, and a big kill for Rayleigh Matthews. Tusculum needed that. They get Jessie George off the serve line, and they go back with Matthews 2 points away for securing the match for her team. Boy, that was a big shot for Rayleigh Matthews on the right side. Here's the middle, run out of the middle, and a net violation on Tusculum will give Queens the point. Allie Johnson comes out. Mackenzie Shank comes in for the serve. 21-23. And I believe we've got they're fixing the scoreboard right now. So it should be 23-21. The scoreboard in the arena here is showing 23 or 24-21. I think Queens is checking this. I've got 23-21. I'm not a math genius, or neither am I a scorekeeper for volleyball, but believe it, and they do fix the score. So it's 23-21. Queens just down 2. They have the serve. You want to try to play this if you're Queens and Tusculum. This is interesting here. Here's Carmichael, right side, Pigza. How about Carly Pigza? Bang! Carly Pigza made sure that nobody was going to dig that one up, and what a shot from Pigza. She's come alive here in set number 4. Tusculum, it is match point, and to stay undefeated at home. Outside, Sauce has it up. They go right outside of Amaya Burrows. She tries to push it to the back line. It's going to be a bit outside. Queens still alive. Grace Giunta back in. Jordan Johnson serving. Tusculum 1 point away from doing it. Here's Jordan Johnson with the serve. Matthews takes it. Carmichael. She's going to be off the net as Burrows. They get it up. Outside. It's Giunta. Sauce keeps it alive. Right outside. Burrows. That's the match. Amaya Burrows with the exclamation point, and Tusculum remains unbeaten on their home floor, and they continue to hold command of first place in the conference. How about that? What a way to win that one. Tusculum advances to now 9-1 in the conference, 13-2 overall. Coach Moranti, Coach Morris, and Coach Weber, boy, they have built something special here in Greenville. Your final score, Tusculum takes this 4-1 as they finish off Queens in 25-22 fashion in set number 4. Looking at the stats of the match, Tusculum with 59 kills off 153 attacks, hitting at 288 on the match. They had 58 assists to 8 service errors, 8 service aces, 86 digs, 5 blocks. Queens falls to now 4-3 in the conference, and looking at their totals on the match, 49 kills off 159 attacks, hitting at 208, 16 attack errors, 44 assists, pardon my correction there, with 9 service errors, 7 serving aces, 72 digs, 5 blocks. And Tusculum, they will enjoy this one nonetheless, looking at what they have coming up. Tusculum, and they'll remain home next week, and as they will host Coker and host Wingate before they travel on the road to Virginia Wise, and then they'll come home for their final match of the year against Limestone for senior night to finish up October, and then in the month of November they're on the road before the SAC tournament which will be in November 16th. So, ladies and gentlemen, your final again. Tusculum takes this 3-1 over the Queens University of Charlotte Royals. And I am signing off from you. I am Justin Chartrand. It was a pleasure bringing this one to you from all of us here in the booth. So long.